Hey guys, Lou here from LT's Custom Woodworks. Welcome to the shop. Another day, another dollar. Today is the day we are starting the dining or kitchen table build slash island. It's used as both. It's actually a nice design. It's got the butcher block top. The bottom is going to be white and it's going to have cabinets on the one end. Today we're starting on the top. I'm going to take some 2x6 and I can get away with, this is the most cost efficient way to do it. If it was a kitchen cupboard top, wrapping around a sink, so on and so forth, basically doing that top would be done in walnut, maple. Because it's a kitchen table, we are going to be using 3 coats of lacquer on the top of the butcher block so I can get away with pine. If it was, like I said, a kitchen countertop, that just gets oiled. Pine I wouldn't recommend for that. So for this one, I'm going to take some 2x6s, and I got some long pieces and some small pieces. And I'm going to cut 1.5 inch widths, glue them, pin them, and so on and so forth. For this build here, this table is sitting at 36 inches in height, 36 inches in width, and it is 4 feet, I think, 52 inches long. So I'm going to start ripping a bunch of 2x6s, like I said, small pieces, long pieces. I'll trim off, cut off. These are just pieces I had laying around, so it's perfect for that. And then when it comes to once everything's all glued and planed and milled and so on and so forth, when I get to the point to staining it, there's a process because you want like a two-tone color. So there's a lot of, it's patience, time, but it's cost effective, and you'll see later on in the video on how I do it. So I'm going to start off by cutting these and go from there. Okay, so I got a bunch of pieces cut here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by laying them out. I got some 5-foot long pieces. I said 52 inches last time. I was wrong. It's supposed to be 60 inches long. So I'm going to start off with the long piece on one side. I did make it a little extra longer. That way I can trim it off at the end. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add the pieces and measure as I go, figure out where I'm at. And I can cut it here. And I can always use this other little piece. And I'll just keep adding my pieces and just keep track of what I have going on here. And you just lay them out randomly. Again, a little long is okay because we can trim it off next time. I will cut this off straight. Okay, so what I got here is I'm at 34 inches. So I'm just going to remove a foot of it out, slide it over, continue the other half a foot that I need, or foot that I need. And then I will get ready for glue up. Like I said, 36 inches deep, 52, 5 feet long. I got 52 stuck in my head for some strange reason. 5 feet long, and then we'll worry about the height when we build the cabinets and that, and the rest of the table. So I'm just going to take out a foot, and I'm going to glue these up in 1 foot sections because my planer is a 13-inch planer. So I want a little bit of wiggle room when I run it through. So I'll glue it in 3 sections, and then once it comes to the final stage, I'll dowel it or biscuit joint it, domino it, whatever it takes, glue all the pieces together and sand it down, and now we're good to go. So I'll remove a foot, carry on till I get to 3 feet, get ready for glue up. Okay, now that I have all my pieces cut, we got the 3 feet. I should have did it before, and I don't know why, but I should have covered this with paper for my glue up, then set this up, but I didn't. So I got to remove this off the table in a careful spot, paper the tabletop, and then I can bring my clamps and start doing my glue ups. And like I said, I'm doing this in 3 sections. That way I can fit it through my planer. Once it's all done, get it all planed down, get all the glue, the squeeze out, everything all nice and clean. So for now, I'm going to start removing this off the tabletop, cover the table, and then we'll get started with the glue up. I like to tape the paper down, that way it doesn't move around on me when I'm sliding the clamps around. And I will do this to both sides. The paper is not quite wide enough to go right across the whole thing. There we are. Okay, now that I got everything ready here, I'm going to separate where a foot is. So I'm going to do these in 3 glue ups. And this is a foot right here. This is going to be 1 glue up, this will be a 2nd glue up, and then there's a 3rd. I'm going to turn these all on its side. And again, this is the most economical way. If you want to cut down on costs, this is the way to do it. And you'll see what I mean when it comes to the staining process of it. Is where it, how you get the 2-tone color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spread some glue on. Usually I would do it with a brush, or do it with, I'm going to try this roller. Kind of lost track of that roller for a while there. And I'm going to drive some 2-inch nails into this, believe it or not. I'm going to try this out and see how well this works. Good enough for me. And you want to spread this out evenly. I'm not worried too much about the squeeze out because I will run this through the planer. And we're going to keep going down the line here. it just holds everything in place before I clamp it in. The clamp, so it's basically it's acting as an extra hand. On the ends, I'm not going to drive pins in there. I'll just glue the one strip on the ends and clamp it. We're going to chuck this in the clamp and leave it overnight. So that's one side complete. Okay, last piece. I'm going to flip these over again on its side. If you glue one individually at a time, it's going to take forever. And not only that, but the glue will dry up on you. So it's best to just do it all at once and you are ready to rock and roll. All right. I got flies and mosquitoes in here, but flies, a lot of flies. I had my door open for a while there, and they all came out, or came in. Now you're not going to over tighten it, just snug and should be fine. And I think this is bang on. And there we go. I'm going to cut it here. The next video, there'll be a few episodes on this build. I'm going to drop it here, but on our next episode is going to be the milling and the staining process on this top, and then it's going to be followed by the actual table build with the cabinets and the wine rack and all that. So I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.